Now, the government, in a surprisingly rapid U-turn, went from dropping the conversion therapy ban altogether to bringing it back, but only for LGB people, not for transgender people. Well, Dehenna Davison, the Conservative MP for Bishop Auckland, joins me now. Dehenna, thanks for coming into the studio to talk about this. It's obviously a very tricky time for the government. There's been a lot of backwards and forwards and U-turns and half retractions of U-turns. What on earth is going on inside number 10?
I wish I could give you a solid answer on this one, Tom. I mean, just to go back a step, it was in the Queen's speech that we would legislate to ban conversion therapy. I think we'd all assumed that it would be going ahead. So to see that leaked document that said it was going to be scrapped was really, really frustrating, particularly for some of us who've been campaigning on this for a really long time. There was clearly a huge kickback. I know I was one who was writing to the Prime Minister and the Whip to say we absolutely must change our mind on this. We need to go ahead with banning conversion therapy, which led to a very rapid U-turn. But as you say, it was only a kind of partial U-turn, saying that the sort of banning of trans conversion therapy is going to be stripped off and looked at a later date, which I consider to be a major mistake.
Now, there are voices within number 10. There are voices within the Conservative movement more widely who say that transgender conversion therapy isn't the same as LGB conversion therapy, that actually people need to be given space to speak through, to talk through. It's a more life-changing decision, sometimes an irreversible decision, to go down the transgender route. Do they have a point, or are we discussing the idea of conversion therapy, a ban on conversion therapy, as if there are no safeguards there at all?
Well, I think this is the thing. There are legitimate concerns around counselling for people who have genuine gender dysphoria, and we need to be very aware of that, but also be very aware that banning conversion therapy would not stop that from being able to go ahead.